Basket Case Mama Fab Finds, and I am back with a haul video, and this is a haul video of stuff that I picked up at the Goodwill. I am a part-time reseller, so if you haven't watched any of my videos, go back and check them out and you can learn a bit about me. But I'm actually heading to a doctor appointment. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. I did a few videos. I put some stuff into the inventory and I want to go through the stuff really quickly so that I can share for you. But anyway, so I spent like $136 at Goodwill, which is a lot of money. I never spend that much money at Goodwill. Like 30, 40, 50 maybe. But I found stuff there and it was all priced up, but it was one of those days where everything I was looking at was like, oh my goodness, what am I finding here? So, but this guy here, right, is gonna pay for everything. Just one thing, it's gonna clink because there's glasses in there, but this is a backpack. It is leather and canvas. It's got lots of pockets. It's got a square bottom. It's gigantic, as you can see, and it's stamped with the name Kelly Moore. And this is actually a camera backpack. So inside it has the drawstring, it has a Velcro strap. I have the glasses in here. I'll show you in a minute because it's something else good. There's no room on my desk. I took all the glass out. There's a lot of glass, that's why I wanted to. But you can see inside it's got like the compartments. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm trying to hold it now. And I paid up for this. I paid up for everything. Everything was paid. So this was $14.99, but I did look it up in the store, and you can see it's got the front pockets, and it's just in great condition. Padded back straps. They hang hook. It's really in great condition. There was one that sold that was in terrible condition for $170. So I think that I probably can get about $150 to $170 for that easily. There's littler ones that have sold, they're all leather for like $170, but you know, if I get $150 $140 out of it, I paid for everything else that I got there, so that's a good deal all day. So what was going on at Goodwill, I don't know, but someone had donated all of these, lots of these. So there were lots of different ones, and there was one that had a Murano stopper. It was a beautiful blue flat-sided rounded bottle, very heavy glass, unmarked. But the top was Murano because when I looked it up, but the bottom was supposed to be like this striped round perfume bottle, and it wasn't what it was with. So I didn't get that because I knew that it wasn't a match. And there were a couple that were broken, and there were a couple that were meh. But this one here is made in Yugoslavia. It's green glass. And look at the length of this stopper here. Oh, it's great. It goes all the way to the bottom. It's long. It's really pretty. And I paid $7.99 for this because I went on a Saturday, nothing on sale, and I never go on Saturdays. I went Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, believe it or not, and I found all this stuff. So it was crazy. I kept like, what is happening here at the Goodwill? I never find really, really interesting things. But this probably goes for about $100, so that's good. And then we have this little one. This one does have a little ding on the side that I didn't see. There's a little flea bite right on the inside here. But as it turns out, I do stained glass, and I might be able to grind that off and smooth it over a little bit. I'll take a look at it. It's just a little ding. So this is also $7.99, but this has a screw top. I don't know who made it. It's a very polished bottle, and it had a sticker on it at some point. And again, the stopper's in great condition. I did check the stoppers. The stoppers are always broken. But this one screws on. Now there's similar ones to this. It's all faceted glass, as you can see, that were like Cassini, but they were rounder bottles. So I'm not sure who makes this. I'm still looking, but I'm going to say probably $50-ish. It could be less. Some go for $20, so, but still, it would be okay. I'm still way ahead because I'm going to pay for it all with that first thing I showed you. Then this one is Germany. It's kind of that Art Nouveau lead crystal, and this is a big one. This has the littler, the like stopper, decanter stopper. So this one I'm going to say is probably in the $50 range because again, there's not any marker. If it was like Vickery and Bach or something like that, Villerienbach, something like, but whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, if it was that, it would be more, but maybe not. So then I found two of these. One has its tag and one does not. This one is not marked, but these are in great condition, and they have the faceted size, but they're Waterford. They're both Waterford, but they're old Waterford. This has got the Waterford handmade in Ireland sticker still on it. So I have two of these, and each of these probably goes for about $120. So that's a pretty amazing group of little things right there that I have to go. The next thing I found were these. These are ceramic, stoneware, pottery. They're older glazed tiki glasses. See a little tiki? And I found a set of 4. These probably go for $40. They're not marked. Libby makes similar ones, but these aren't them. So I don't know if these are like they've got them in Hawaii. There probably was something on them at some point. I don't know if they're more modern. They look older. They're heavy, a little bit heavier. They're not super light. But we'll see. But I'm thinking easily probably $40. They're blue. They're pretty. The last thing I'll show you last. But then this here is a little Pooh Bear. And I love Pooh Bear, and I like playing the drums, and he's in perfect condition, and he's a little bit more the older style Pooh Bear, which is kind of hot right now, but he's actually by Royal Dalton, and it's called Rum Tum Tum on his drum, from 2003, so he's vintage, and he's in great condition. He still has his Royal Dalton price tag on the bottom. So I saw some that have sold for not what they should sell for, and then I saw other ones that sold for $50, $40. So I think I'll probably price them around $40. And the next thing I got was this. It is a pottery salt glazed nativity lumiere or votive holder, whatever you want to say, but it is signed by the artist EJ. I don't know exactly, who that is yet, but I'm going to think I paid $4.99 for it, and it probably $20 to $25 easily. And I found this at Goodwill, and this is like a little geisha glass. It was $3.99, and it's made in Japan on the bottom, and I just thought it was just really pretty. And geisha stuff always kind of does well, so I'm going to say this one probably will go for maybe 15, maybe 20, depends on the particular geisha. And then I found this little guy. He's from The Walking Dead. His name is Daryl. I know nothing about The Walking Dead. He's got little wings on the back of him. It's an AMC toy. He was $1.99, but it's a Funko also, apparently. So, and I think it'll probably go $7 to $10, something like that. Not a ton, but it'll be okie dokie. Let me hold on a second. Whoop. They were slipping out of my hands. I'm moving the glasses back into the backpack, so that's where they were, just so they don't get knocked around as I empty the rest of this. And then I'll wrap everything up. And then I gotta run because I have a doctor's appointment, so I have to hurry. So this is so cute. It's a little mouse, Lovey. It was $2.99. It is, I believe, a Carter's. It is a Carter's. It's got the satin underneath and the satin edge, which is great, and little flowers on it. So it's so cute. There's the Carter's tag under there. And there's a cute little face. So I think that this was like $20. It's in excellent condition. I don't think it was ever used. It doesn't look washed or anything. You can always tell when they get washed because they get a little, oh, sorry. The thing I picked up is heavy. So this is an alabaster apple with a bronze stem. It was $4.99. I thought it would be awesome because it's pretty cool, and I definitely mid-century. It's made in Taiwan. It's still got the sticker on the bottom of it. It's super cute, and this one's red. It's kind of that like pinky red. But for $5, I figured it wouldn't be bad. But they only were about $15, which it's all right. It's still making money, but I really thought they would be much cooler than that. I don't know. Schools. My daughter might be getting a teaching job, so maybe I'll give it to her to put on her desk. So she has a little apple every day to remind her she's doing a great job. So this is Ziedler and Ziedler tie, 100% silk. It's kind of got that like abstract deco-y kind of thing going on, but it also has a little bit of a stained glass look to it with the purples and the reds and the gold outlines. Very cool, very, you know, mid-century 1970s look to it. This was $2.49 and it probably go for about 15 to 18. The Ziedlers don't do as well as some of the other ones do, but sometimes they surprise me. But they're always pretty. I don't know why they don't. They just don't. And this one has more of an architectural, like abstract design on it. Also Ziedler and Ziedler. So also probably 15 to 18. And again, only $2.49. So always good. And then little precious moments ornament. So this was $3.99. Just cute. Brings back those 80s to everybody. And Precious Moments is kind of getting a little bit of a again. Like people are kind of interested in it, which is funny. So I don't know. It'll probably sell at Christmas time for probably $10 to $12. It might go for a little more. By the way, when you watch my videos, I'm guessing at prices. I do a little research before, but I will pop up the prices here usually once I've dug deeper, because I do have something here that I just couldn't figure out. So we'll get to that last. But I know it's something. I recognize it from the 70s. I know it's something. Or it looks like something that I know, but I can't find it. And I can find similar, but I can't find it. And it's, so if you know it when I get to it, you can please pop the information in the comments, because it's killing me. So this is a Pier 1 in the box ornament, but this one's a cloisonne. It's not a Lobien one. The Lobiens are the ones that are painted from the inside out. But this is a cloisonne, and it's, you know, the nativity on that side, the wise men on that side. It's really pretty. It's navy, and I think there's black in it. I see blue and black. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. But anyway, it comes with its little padded box, which by the way slides in like a drawer, like this. Only I didn't know that, so when I slid it out like this, the ball started rolling out and scared me to death. Because it wasn't supposed to do that. No, it was not. Oh, we have something else breakable in here. What is this? What else have we got? So many breakable things. Oh, check that out. Another little candle holder, lumiere, but this is Mexican pottery. Again, a nativity. Christmas is coming. This one was $7.99. But it's so darling, and I'm fairly certain it'll go for like $20, $25. It's just adorable. I like Mexican pottery a lot, and this one's very cute. So I have little battery operated candles that I put in them to light them up so people can really see what they look like. And I think that helps a lot, because everything I do that with, it really makes a difference. And I actually have a fairy lamp, a pretty expensive one, up for sale. And I didn't do that, and I keep thinking I should just take it down and take a picture of it lit up, because it's cut glass and stuff. It would be on a brass pedestal, and it's pink. It would be beautiful lit up. And then people would say, ooh, yeah, it really is. I mean, it's pretty without being lit up, but certainly would be pretty. So when it comes to clothing brands, I'm learning. You know, I'm not at all. There's lots of ones I know now, like really, you know, like Mother Jeans for women is a high-end brand. Things like that. But, you know, other than Hermes, Givenchy, you know, Dior, those kinds of things, you know, that most people, Chanel, you know, things that most people know that you're not going to find out in the wild easily. Sometimes you do. I've found some Dior, but generally not. But most of the brands is kind of, if I don't know it, and I will look it up. But the other kind of hint is if I don't know it and the tag is large, I also look it up, because large tags sometimes indicate they're putting money into the tag alone. That means that there's some quality involved in it. So this is a brand I had never heard of before. It's called Ditch Plains. It's got an elephant on it, but look at the size of the tag. Now this is just a men's large waffle knit pullover. You know, like a thermally kind of thing. Brown, striped, nothing incredibly crazy about it. It was only $5.99. It's got a little elephant also here logo, which I thought was kind of interesting as well. For this kind of shirt, to have like a logo on it. It's not like a polo. It's just a pullover, like sweatery thing. But I did look it up at the store, and I believe it was going for like in the $35 to $40 range, which for that kind of shirt is extremely good. So I did pick it up, and hopefully it will bring that when it goes up for sale. Those of you that do this for a living will know that when you look things up in the store and then you get home and look them up, that sometimes it's very weird. Sometimes the search changes. I don't know why that is. And I do know, like, to make sure it's the sale stuff. So anyway, so the last thing I have here is, showed you all the perfume bottles. And there were way more. There was like a beautiful purple Venetian one, but the stopper was broken. And like I said, the one that was Murano, the top was Murano, but the bottle wasn't. And there were some other just plain crystal glass little ones and things that weren't marked. So I did like take pictures, and they didn't come up as anything special. So I left them. So there were some there. But as I was walking through the store, I had also found two purses, which were in the last video we did, that were priced up a little, but one was a Brighton and one was a Fossil, and those always do pretty well for me. So, you know, it was just really funny because it was like, what is happening? Now, mind you, I went there to find some plush because I just did these Douglas videos about plush that sell, and so they have plush in bags, and usually you can find Douglas pretty easily. So I thought I would go, you know, dig through their plush bins. They have two of them, and see if they had any decent Douglas dogs or cats to pick up, just because, you know, I was out and about and I would take a look. Nothing good at all. Not one. I bought not one plush, but I bought all these other things that were very unexpected, and they were all really good and really high end, which is just crazy. So it was exciting. It was exciting. It never happens to me at the Goodwill generally. So this here was $7.99, and as you can see, this is like a modern abstract mug. I think it's a face mug. Like, you know, like this is his nose, his eye, his mouth, teeth. I guess that's an ear. I don't know. Maybe it's a bird. I don't know. Because I don't know. But there's two of them on there. But this style of art is very familiar to me. This kind of very abstract, kind of Picasso-esque looking. It isn't Picasso. If it was, I think it was fake anyway. 99.9% of the time it really is, but sometimes you can find real Picasso. But Picasso did a lot of different things. But this is not Picasso. It's got a really unusual mark on the bottom. It's like a window with a picture in it, and then it has words that I can't read, and I think a number on the bottom. So I'm still researching it, but if anybody recognizes the picture mark, and you know what pottery person that is, or what pottery house it is, yes, I did go onto the pottery marks thing, and I did use my loop to see if I could read it. It looks like it's a number like 75,631 or something. And then the lettering, I'm not sure what direction it's going. It kind of looks like a something, like a something burr or bell at the end of it. So I'll keep digging. But there's something about this that's super familiar, and it's something tells me it's really good. But I paid $7.99. Will it be really good? I don't know. Will it be worth more than $7.99? Most likely, because it's very cool and very modern and interesting, and this vase has a great, like, cool shape too, and it's got a nice weight to it. It's definitely vintage, definitely mid-century, probably 60s or 70s. My guess is early 70s. It's definitely got that vibe. So I'll let you know when I find it. Hopefully when I edit this, I can pop it up for you so you can see who it is and who the artist is. I did find a couple similar ones, because, you know, again, it's Picasso-esque. Other people do copy that kind of style as well. And the face designs, there's a lady that does just like faces like this on there. But these are a little different than hers. There's another guy that does faces on his, but his stroke is much thicker, heavier handed than this. This has a little more fine tuning with the little hashing of, you know, shadowing around it and stuff. It's kind of interesting. So, and I know I recognize it. I just can't place an artist. I can't figure out what it is. I'm sure I know it from somewhere. Probably from when I was a teenager. My dad and my mom were, you know, in their 30s, late 30s. they were into some like different kinds of art, you know, more realism stuff, but they had some more modern pieces in the house here and there. And this might be something that I had seen either there or at one of their friends' houses, because it was the time. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out because I'm pretty sure it's something good. How good? I don't know, but good. And usually my radar is pretty good. I usually have pretty good radar. I was watching, I think the Crazy Lamp Lady, Jocelyn, the other day. She went to a yard sale and she hadn't been to one like in 14 years. And she was wondering if her like superpower of finding the good stuff was still working at the yard sale. And I thought, yeah, it's something to it. There's certain, like, you just have certain knowledge within you. Everybody has something, certain knowledge, like from your youth, when you're grown up, that you know what is kind of good. You can kind of tell quality. And I can remember when I first started doing this and learning about things, I would hear people say, oh no, it's really light, it's not, it's good, you know, it's not good. And I would say, how the heck could they tell just to touch things or touch clothing that it was good? Or it's the truth. The best tool you have, your eyes will deceive you, the best tool you have are your fingers, truly, because good glassware and pottery and older stuff, vintage stuff, has a much heavier weight than the new stuff does. It's much heavier. Now some of the stuff, like from Home Goods and stuff, they put the weight into the plaster or whatever they're making from intentionally to make it feel old and look old. They age it. So you can't take your eyes. You got to look at stickers and stuff like that too. And you know, you'll know made in China if it's got a barcode on it. It's not from the 50s or the 60s. But clothing's the same way. When you're touching clothing, you can generally feel a decent quality fabric really quickly compared to cheap, like lightweight, icky feeling stuff. Now, I will give you one thing. Kudos to Old Navy. Old Navy gets me every single time. Their clothing quality fabric is very good compared to other very good quality, I mean higher end quality fabrics. Like when I'm going through a rack feeling things and like, you know, sweatshirts or whatever, and I'm like, I feel something and it's soft and it's lovely, it's got a really good weight, and I pull it out thinking it's going to be like a higher end brand, and it's Old Navy. It gets me every time. So there are brands out there that are not expensive brands that use really good quality stuff anyway. They just aren't going to yield you the same amount of money, but you can feel the difference easily. Even weights of denim and things like that, where you would think, well, it's just denim. Denim is denim, denim. But it's not. It's like, it's just so strange. So you do start that really fast. You can really feel things and know, you know, that it's good quality and it's nice. Like with Plush Jellycat, everybody loves Jellycat, and it's a great brand. It doesn't all sell for a lot of money, but when you touch a Jellycat plush, it's like touching mink among all the polyester. You go, oh, what is that? I mean, it's just so soft. So it's really funny. You'll figure it out really quickly. So anyway, if you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up. It lets YouTube's algorithm know that I'm creating content that people like, and they will share it with even more people, which is always nice. I'm not in it for the things, but you know, because I'm not good at this yet. So, you know, it's just, but I'm learning and it's fun and, you know, it's great. I'd like to hear from people. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know if you saw anything cool. Maybe if you know something about that pottery piece, that would be great, because I'm really at a loss right now. And if you liked anything you saw, let me know, of course. Everything will be going up on eBay eventually as I go through things and get the pictures taken, get it listed. Usually takes a few weeks, because I have a backlog. I have a system of bringing it in, putting it in the inventory list, doing the video, and then it goes into the queue to get pictures taken to be listed. So this is going into the queue next. So, but also, you know, you can subscribe. It's free to subscribe. You'll know when I go on again if you hit the notification bell. But I'll always be in the subscription place, and you can go find me and watch what I put up lately when you have time. And that just helps you not have to figure out where my videos are, because you'll have them all there all the time to watch at your leisure, which is very nice. I do that with all the people I watch. Just saves me time scrolling, you know. I can go pick and choose. Oh, he's got a new video, or hers got a new video. So it just helps. Anyway, my alarm's going to go off in a second, so I'm going to get out of here and sign off. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I thank you, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.